Hey guys, how's everybody doing? My name is Rhinoscape, and I'm going to be new to content creation guides, or whatever you want to call it. And I've never really done them before, but I have a pretty good general game knowledge, so I feel like I could make some okay ones to help somebody. So this one's going to be about how to get around in this game a little easier. Like for your, this could apply for Iron Man, but I guess it's going to apply mostly for main accounts since that's what I'm playing on. I'll do another guide for this on my Iron Man, so that'll be a lot more accurate because it'll force me to actually not grab an item I wouldn't have or don't think about. So anyway, first of all, like if you're doing clue scrolls or something, you don't know where in the hell you're really going to be, so this will be nice for that too. And we're going to be using charter ships or whatever. So first of all, like clue scroll example, you always want to have a spade with you or something. Another useful thing, you can bring an ectophile because that can put you out in your canvas. But if you got fairy rings or something, that helps a lot too. And drama staff, lunar staff. I've got lunar staff just because I've done lunars and I've actually got the quest gate, but that doesn't matter. And it's not that bad getting around RuneScape, but sometimes everybody knows it can be tedious. So that's what I'm going to try to help with, try to clarify and clear out some of that tediousness. And like getting to Edgeville on an Iron Man, one quick easy way, teleport with your Chronicle. And you can actually use this wilderness canoe right here, with a quick chop or something, chop. And then, make it to whatever kind of canoe, you could choose. I think, depending on what canoe you choose, actually depends on where you can go. Like, you can't go to the wilderness if you don't have the Waka canoe, which I just made. And, of course, you float it. And I'm not actually going to take it because the animation takes so long. But, as you can see, that's a pretty good little line of getting from Lumbridge to Varrock even, or Edgeville. And if you take it to Edgeville, it puts you right at the fairy ring. So if you didn't have the Ardougne cloak yet on an Iron Man and you went straight to Draenor or something and got Chronicle after getting up some coins from thieving or whatever you did, that would be a useful way of, getting to a fairy ring if somehow, for some god reason, you did Lost City and had a Drama staff and didn't have the Ardougne cloak yet. And I may have said that word wrong once or twice in this, but so that's a quick way of getting to Edgeville. Another nice item to have for the monastery telly is the Ardougne cloak, because if you look on this map right here, there's a fairy ring just east of the Tower of Life West Start, and most people know about that. But another reason is for the spirit tree right here. And if you're an Iron Man, you don't really want to go to the Grand Exchange. I mean, let's face it, who wants to go to the Grand Exchange on the Iron Man? I strictly don't go to the Grand Exchange on my Iron Man because I'm an Iron Man. That's just how it is. So, you can take this spirit tree right here. And, a lot of you're not going to have, like, Prith access, and you're not going to have Brimhaven because I have a spirit tree planted there, but Xing that out and that out, that's still a good bit of places you access with these spirit trees, and it's very nice. And one way of getting to Catherby really easy, actually, is like if you were on a farm run, I'll use this teleport back to the monastery, like if you were trying to save on runes, you can actually run north into Ardougne. And what I like to do is go east around this edge right here, because you don't have to go up and through the bullshit around the zoo. And you can actually keep clicking east all the way over here until you get to this guy right here. I forget what his name is, but he can actually take you to Brimhaven and Remington, I believe. Barnaby, yeah. And when you get to Brimhaven, which takes a second, but it's cool. And that only costs you like 30 coins, by the way. Now, when you get over here to the charter ship, you can actually make this cost less with Karamja Gloves 1. But I don't have those on me because I didn't think about bringing them. But you can charter ship to Catherby, which, like I said, if you're on a farm run for like fruit trees, that's really useful because you don't have to waste runes if you're not trying to. And I mean, look at all the rest of the places you can actually charter ship to. You won't be able to go to Prith if you haven't done Song of the Elves, but still though, if you've done like up to Regicide, Port Tires is still available. That's still nice of getting to Tron when if you're not trying to come from Ardoin, or if you're not using the passage teleport or whatever it is off that one necklace. I think it's the necklace of passage. It's the outpost teleport. That's what it is. But you know, so that's really helpful. And if you don't have like an ectopile to get to Port Phasmatus, which you should, but if you don't, that's a useful way of getting to there. And if you've done Cabin Fever, you know, that's a useless way of getting to Mossel Harmless. If you don't, and you should by that point, have an ectopile to actually get to Port Phasmatus to do that. So that may not really be feasible. But either way, it's still nice for like helping out on farm runs and all that. Because actually when you click Catherine, I'll show you, it costs 240 coins. But if you had Karamza gloves, it would be like 120. And all you have to do is run north and east to literally get to your fruit tree patch. I mean, it's not that hard. And if, you know, another thing, if you have Quest Cape, which I love this cape, just for this, is the Fairy Ring teleport. Because, I mean, it's so much closer than the monastery, but a lot of you aren't going to have Quest Cape for that. So, if you didn't like have if you didn't want to deal with using a Shanty Pass, you can actually Fairy Ring to the Calphite lair. And you can run from the Calphite Hive to the Shanty if you needed to. Or if you wasn't even trying to get to the Shanty, you could actually just take the carpet ride just like that. Because sometimes, you know, some people just get annoyed trying to get the Shanty Pass. And I don't know why, but it takes like 2 seconds. But still, though, I mean, if you weren't trying to, you know, run all the way from Al Kharid to get here to the carpet ride guy, to get to Palvanage or something like that, that's still useful. And you don't need a Shanty Pass to go back through. I mean, obviously everybody probably knows that, but I don't know. I still feel like it's pretty useful, so you don't have to run all the way from Al Kharid because it's a lot closer. And another useful thing, house teleports if you have them, which most people aren't going to have a house set up exactly like this. I wouldn't think, but you know, if you have a regeneration pool, that's cool too. But you don't have to have all that. But if you can, like, I feel like a good portal layout for a main account is Lunar Isle, Cariel, Grand Exchange, Corinne, Catherby, and Ardoin, because that's pretty much getting around a lot of corners of the game pretty easy. And on a Nexus portal, you know, I have Troll Stronghold, Camelot, Sears Village, Waterbirth, Merum, which is Apatow, Watchtower, Yanile, Falador, Lumbridge, and Fishing Guild. And, you know, it's kind of annoying getting to the Fishing Guild without that, so that's useful. But you have to have Lunars done for that. And Mounted Xerix Amulet's nice. Mounted Digsight Pendant is nice. If you've done Bone Voyage and can access other parts of, like, the Fossil Island and all that, too. But sometimes it's more feasible to just use the Digsight teleport unless you're on like a birdhouse run, so you can just use the Magic Mush trees. But you know, Mounted Glory, that's nice, and that's another thing. The Glory is a useful item to have over a Fury or something if you're wanting teleports. And a useful way of actually getting to Releka, if you don't have any kind of teleports to get to there, you can actually Fairy Ring with the Monastery teleport, and you can Fairy Ring to the Sinclair Mansion and actually run north straight into Releka, and it doesn't take that long. You just have to cross the log cross. And if you don't have the Enchanted Lyre, it's alright, because it's probably, in my opinion, a lot closer than the Slayer Cave, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, it's about the same, I guess, but yeah, it's nicer than running all the way from there. And this wolf is a noob. He's gonna try to fuck with somebody, but he can't. But anyway, that's some useful ways of getting around, and I hope it helps some people. I'm gonna try to go more in depth on this, especially on my Iron Man when I start doing more on that, but hopefully this helps some people. I understand if you're like free to play that didn't really, you know, it's free to play is kind of just free to play, but on pay to play when you have all this different content to access, then yeah, it probably helped you a little bit. But anyway, thanks. This was Rhinoscape, and I hope you guys start liking and viewing my videos a lot more. I hope I start helping some people. I appreciate it.